Theater Flamenco of San Francisco is the Bay Area's oldest flamenco dance company that brings audiences an explosive music and dance experience in its latest production, Un Mundo sin Tiempo. Here to tell us more is artistic director, choreographer, and dancer, Carola Zertuche. Carola, thank you so much for joining us today on Live in
Thank you for having me again.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
We're so excited to talk about the upcoming event at Theater Flamenco. Before our viewers who maybe never heard of your theater, give us the background on what is flamenco dance and what is Theater Flamenco?
Theater Flamenco was founded by Adela Clara in 1966. It's going to be 58 this year.
Wow.
And it's dedicated to promote the art of flamenco. Flamenco is from Spain. It's an art form from Andalusia that they sing, dance, and play. It's a beautiful art form. And then since I was child in Mexico, I get like mesmerized by flamenco. And
Really?
I start to like...
Since you were young, you loved
Yes.
flamenco dance.
Since like 6 o'clock in Mexico, we have a lot of schools, no, that they do flamenco, and a lot of one of the greatest dancers, Carmen Amaya, she was there, and we get all inspired.
Man, amazing.
Yes.
Well, we love Theater Flamenco and all the incredible things you're doing. And I know you've been on the show before, and we actually got a nice little performance from you all
Yes.
to kind of experience what is flamenco dancing. But maybe for our viewers, can you describe the art of flamenco dancing for us?
Pues flamenco is a way of live, it's a life. Entonces, it's a very expressive, it's very powerful dance. That because we have the singing and the guitar, no? And when you dance, you really can transmit all your emotions. If you are happy, if you are sad, if you are...
Anything in between, right?
Yeah, and I think it's very powerful art form.
I agree with that. It's very expressive.
It's very expressive.
Which
yes.
always makes a very powerful art form. So Theater Flamenco is actually celebrating its latest production.
Yes.
Tell me about this latest production. Why are you so excited?
I'm so excited. I don't know. I think for me it's one of my best production now.
Wow.
It's because it's very unique. This production I get inspired when I went to Jordan, the Wadi Rum. That sensation in the desert was so, I don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah,
It
like
was
unexplainable, right?
Yes. And then sometimes, a lot of times when I dance, you get that emotion.
Yeah.
So that's what I try to transmit in this performance. And I have a great guest artist with me. Juani de la Isla is one of the top guitar players from Cádiz, Spain. And then Diego Amador is also a singer, guitar player, percussionist, and he comes from a legend gypsy family in Spain.
Wow.
The Amador from his uncles, they are the ones from Pata Negra, is a famous band in Spain that they used to do rock.
Really? Rock?
Yeah, with flamenco, and it's very innovative. And he's gonna be with us. And then Adrián Santana is from Malaga, a great flamenco dancer. And then this time I have Nol Simonce. It's a very good friend of mine, but is also one of the greatest modern dancers here in San Francisco.
Wow.
And we worked before, and last time I did the show, he couldn't make the performance, and this time I'm lucky. And
now he's gonna be there.
Yes, like he's in the opening number, and it's incredible. That number is,
Oh, man.
And then he do a solo, and then I have another 2 dancers, and then a trumpet player, Mario, that he also has won Grammy Awards. And
Wow, so a lot of singing,
yes,
a lot of dancing.
Dancing, and then electronic music also, and one electric guitar.
Okay.
So the music it's gonna be incredible.
Incredible.
And it's all made for this performance. It's all original music for the show.
That's incredible. So the performance is called Un Mundo sin Tiempo.
Yes.
And tell me the dates and the times that it's taking place.
It's gonna be this week, actually, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Thursday at 7, Friday and Saturday at 8, and Sunday at 3, matinee.
Okay, and where can they find tickets or come catch the
Yes,
show?
it's at Odyssey Theater in the Mission on 17, and they can find the tickets at theaterflamenco.org in the website, or at Odyssey Theater, the website.
And how big, I have to ask Carola, how big is the costumes? How big are they part of the dance and visually seeing what flamenco is all about?
It's gonna be big. This time the costumes, they are more simple, except in like 2 of the numbers because of the way that it set the performance.
Yeah.
But it's, of course, when you create a choreography, you also, one of the first things you think about is your costume, no? And it depends of the movements and what you want to tell in the story is how you choose your costume, no? And the way that you are going to put your hair and you...
It all goes together, right?
Yes, and this performance will be a little, more avant-garde. They will see
conservative, maybe?
No, the opposite.
Oh, the opposite. Okay, we like that. Perfect.
It's gonna be
so a little less conservative.
Yes, no conservative.
You're like, nope, not
They are gonna see traditional flamenco, but and very mix of flamenco.
Mix of
Pero flamenco.
Wonderful. Okay, incredible.
It's different, but I love it. I am so happy with all the artists and the dancers and the way that I'm very, very happy with this performance.
Well, we are so excited that you came on the show and shared it with us today. So it's happening this week, Thursday through Sunday.
Yes.
And there are a ton of different times. And if people want to catch you, that's theaterflamenco.com, correct?
Yes.
Wonderful.
And also, I think I want to say that this performance I dedicate to all the children in Gaza and like all what is happening. I hope they seize the fire and that
makes a difference.